From a cognitive point of view, there's a lot of research done by neuroscientists on the aging brain and how it interfaces with technology. If you're interested in two things that really make a difference, I'm going to explain them now. And I was even thinking, again, there was a gentleman that talked about the fact that his courses are themed. He would talk about Renaissance, he would talk about, everybody went for Italian food, and he had a whole themed smorgasbord, let's say. You can actually do this with technology. You can have a computer lab, but you could also have a course on technology in the aging brain. And people don't even have to have any interest in using technology to learn and understand the neuroscience behind it. They might enjoy the course. If they enjoyed the course, it might be their stepping stone to actually doing some hands-on work. But from a purely intellectual point of view, our brain has fluid intelligence. Now, fluid intelligence is what allows us to take new information and use it quickly. Fluid intelligence declines with age, even in very smart people. It's just the way it happens. Now, the other thing that is a difficulty is inhibitory control. You know that older adults, particularly the old, can lose filter. We call it filter, but what it really means is they'll tell you what they mean, right? Oh, you look nice in that dress. Too bad you can't lose 5 pounds. Like that. And they'll say that to the bride, right? So, you know, it could be a problem, this loss of filter. How many people actually are caring for an older adult, a loved one, and they get it in the neck every once in a while, right? Sure? And the trouble is they're right, so it's a even bigger problem. But what's wrong with inhibitory control in technology is that with inhibitory control, older adults make snap judgments. They immediately do not like the boy that their granddaughter brought home. And there's nothing that boy can ever do again to make him like him. It's very fast. Now, we all know we have 3 seconds to make a first impression. But many people who have a different kind of mental status because they're younger can change their mind. Older adults don't. What do we call that in the vernacular? We say they're stubborn. How many times have you said, oh, he's so stubborn? Why don't you learn this? You're so smart. You're a nuclear physicist. You can't do email? So, right, it's like that. Because a decision was made, it's not for me. So we have to understand in teaching this as a course and teaching it as a hands-on that there are some issues here that are really serious and has nothing to do with the money, has nothing to do with the intelligence, and has nothing in the smartness or the education. Here's the good news. The good news is, and I don't have a slide for this, that there's another kind of intelligence. It's called crystallized intelligence. And crystallized intelligence, we've got everybody younger beat. In fact, if you're younger, you can't even have crystallized intelligence because it only comes with experience. And it has the ability to take all of your experience, all of your knowledge. We call that, there's a word for that too in the vernacular, we call that wisdom. And in fact, in making decisions, older adults make much better decisions judgmentally than younger people. Why? Because their crystallized intelligence is much higher. And so, it's very easy to appeal to crystallized intelligence, which is that you know you need this. Here are all of the reasons that you're going to stay independent all your life. Going back to that, the gap that technology fills. So we're going to show you how to do this. You're going to take a course on how to do this your way, not their way.